content warning. This video may contain sensitive topics like obesity and very important issues like supporting predators and supporting. If you are sensitive to said topics, please leave now.
Hello everyone, this video has been delayed for so long, and I'm glad I'm finally making this video actually, that I'm able to do a collab in the first place, especially 2 collabs with people I really like, which is Birb and Joy or an ant. It's honestly pretty crazy because we don't really do collabs around here that much, especially not with more than one person, so that's pretty crazy honestly. And if you're wondering why this video is so delayed, I was waiting for Ant to make his collab part. It took a while for some reason. And also I've just been, playing video games a lot, And honestly, I kind of wanted to do my part last so I can, connect the 2 videos together better. It just makes more sense, so yeah. But I think it's time to actually get into, the actual goddamn video instead of yapping about how this video took so long, so yeah. Hello everyone. So it actually might be kind of a big shock if you're newer to my channel that I'm actually an anti-furry. But if you just look back like a year ago, I actually posted a lot of anti-furry content. But overall my content is slowing down because I kind of don't like doing YouTube that much until now. But I feel like the furry fandom is still kind of shitty. And I feel like one of the a bigger topic that not a lot of people talk about, honestly, is r/anti-furry cringe. Now, essentially, r/anti-furry cringe is essentially a subreddit essentially dedicated to making fun of anti-furries. Now, this would be fine if it actually did what it did. Instead, it's almost like it's trying to expose anti-furries, and overall, just more of a rant subreddit. Now, if you don't know, Reddit's essentially just a shithole, essentially. Just an absolute cesspool. But again, I'm not going to hyper-focus on Reddit itself. I'm going to focus on r/anti-furry cringe here. Now, kind of the first thing you kind of notice with r/anti-furry cringe is the major amount of cherry-picking they do. Now, essentially what they do is they find like a brain rot YouTube comment that an anti-furry made. Probably a child or younger anti-furry that doesn't really know all the things about the furry fandom and how actually bad they are, and they just think they're cringe. And they kind of just take that and essentially say all anti-furries are like that. And I'm just going to say this, cherry picking and literally any other, or just any argument in general, is really fucking bad, alright? You should never fucking cherry pick ever, no matter what. Cherry picking is really shitty and you just shouldn't do it. And that's the reason why the third TF2 video, I have literally 160 free gigabytes of footage against TF2 players. I'm not fucking joking, by the way. Now again, there are going to be some stupid anti-furries or young children that say they're anti-furries when in all reality they're kind of just furry haters that don't exactly know what they're talking about. But again, not every single goddamn anti-furry is like this. There are a decent amount of anti-furries that are actually pretty smart and know what they're talking about. But it just seems like r/anti-furry cringe just labels everyone as a fucking neo-Nazi and calls it a day. And it's really fucking annoying because it's clearly fucking working. This might be a bold assumption, but I'm pretty sure a decent amount of r/anti-furry cringe members are like left-leaning or very left-leaning. Maybe even like woke mindset even. So a lot of them just calls anything that's right-wing, neo-Nazi for some fucking reason. No, genuinely. I'm not joking when I say this. Just go on r/anti-furry cringe, scroll down a little, and you're going to automatically see someone trying to, say an anti-furry is a fucking neo-Nazi for some reason. It's so fucking annoying. And before you use the excuse that they're making fun of anti-furries, they're clearly not. They know what they're fucking doing. They're clearly trying to actually expose anti-furries for being quote-unquote neo-Nazis, when that's completely untrue. And yeah, again, a lot of anti-furry cringe members, just, again, I'm going to repeat myself, but they cherry pick so hard. It's really annoying. Like, you can't have a proper argument with them because they just use cherry-picked examples and their own fucking stereotypes. It's so goddamn annoying. Anyways, let's get to my second point, and that's faking evidence. Yes, you heard me correct. r/anti-furry cringe members actually do this. And one of my friends, Birb was a victim of this, actually. So let's hear Birb side of how he literally got slandered and could have easily got doxxed by this.
Hey guys, Buried here, or as some of you guys know me, Average Birb Enjoyer. Now, before we start, I would like to thank Ernie for having me on here. It's honestly an honor that I actually, can do shit on YouTube still. It honors me to know that I still have a fan base and platform too, so that's nice. And one more thing before we start, I recommend if you want to contact me, follow my Twitter, and if you want to watch my videos personally, go to my Rumble. Both of them are on screen right here. But anyways, with that out of the way now, let's talk about r/anti-furry cringe. Now, why am I here of all people? Because there's barely any posts about me. Well, it's because recently someone that goes by the name of AvaCat, who you may remember was doing ERPs with Crimson Fur. I mean, honestly, dude, you cannot make this shit up, man. Anyways, what were said allegations? Well, I'm a lolicon now, guys, because I watch anime. I'm a lolicon. I'm a pedophile, guys. I'm a pedophile. I know, guys. Come to my island, guys. Come to my Diddy parties. I'm a Diddy blood now. I'm Diddy, bro. I think Not Like Us is the only good mumble rap because it exposes Drake for being a Diddy blood. Jokes aside, the reasoning for this was my PFE, which at the time was a shitpost of an IRA soldier. The IRA was an Irish resistance group. Next to a character from an anime called Girls on Panza, which is the same anime I'm using in my background right now. The character in my PFP was Yukari Akiyama, who is canonically around 16 to 17 years old, while I am 15. And you know what's even more crazy about that? There was literally nothing lewd or even sexual about anything on my PFP or even just my profile in general.
One day, who else touching themselves right now? I'm actually going to this day. How did fellas even do to her? She's charged still.
Not a high schooler. Lolly usually means looks prepubescent. Oh, and they also tried to call me a pedophile because I defended Anton from false allegation. While I myself do not like Anton, that doesn't excuse fucking false allegations. For some context, basically what happened, Anton was accused of sending CP to a minor, which did he? Yes, but also not at the same time. First of all, it was Cub, not actual CP, which, yeah, it's still bad, but it's not as bad as, actual CP. And honestly, dude, I don't even think that's even Cub. Honestly, dude, that looks more like, what the fuck is that one furry art style called? Kimono? Whatever it's called? That one Japanese one. That's literally what it is. It isn't Cub. I don't think Anton is a pedophile for sending that. But why would he even send it in the first place? Because the minor asked for evidence that someone else was a pedophile. Was it wrong that he forgot to censor it? Absolutely. I completely agree on that. But that doesn't make him a pedophile. And you'll never guess what the response was when I said, what I said about the lolicon shit earlier. Bro, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. You just called me a fucking pedophile. He also said, dude, why are you so mad? Again, you called me a fucking pedophile because I watch an anime about high schoolers shooting each other with fucking World War II tanks. I swear to fucking God, dude, this makes me want to pull a fucking Andre Kriegman and Cal Gabriel, dude. I swear to God.
Oh, you thought that was all? Oh, no. We're just getting started. They started making fake screenshots of me where it has me using Discord, which I don't have a Discord, funnily enough. And if I did, it wouldn't be some generic soldier as its PFP, nor would it just be buried. Realistically, it would probably have like an Irish flag in there or, like a cross. So yeah, I don't know why they assume that all of us are obsessed with the US military, specifically. But yeah, what was I saying in these, and I quote, screenshots? Well, I was saying really mean things about blacks and Jews. Holy shit, guys, I'm literally George Lincoln Rockwell, guys. I'm literally the leader of the American Nazi Party, guys. And if you're curious, here are the screenshots. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the person who made those screenshots, they ended up deleting their account when called out. So, I mean, W for Beardwaffen, honestly. Anyways, enough about me. Let's actually start talking about, you know, all the other, like, anti-furry cringe shit, you know? Anti-furries who aren't me, you know? AvaCat, the same person who made the lolicon allegations against me, made a post about my friend Goober the Goober because he made a joke about turning fucking... Oh my god, dude, I can't, dude. He made a joke about turning Crimson Fur into a cyborg. And she got real pissy at that. But do you know what really pisses me off at this dude? They said his art was ass. My brother in Christ, this is your art, dude. You cannot be criticizing people's art if this is how your art looks like, dude. This one isn't a post, but it's a reply, and this one's just really unique to me, you know? Because they're comparing CEO of Trolling, a Polish anti-furry, to the fucking Columbine high school shooters. I'm gonna quote some of these real quick. CEO of Trolling is an Eric Harris, the Columbine shooter. First of all, there's two shooters, retard. And Randy Stair, the Waze supermarket shooter who sims for a cartoon Ghost Girl. Wannabe. Where the fuck are you getting to this conclusion from, dude? What the fuck? The only correlation between Eric Harris and CEO is that they both really like violent shit. Specifically Doom. Eric was obsessed with Doom, and at least to my knowledge, CEO's obsessed with Doom. Oh shit, I only got like 2 more minutes of gameplay. Oh damn. Well, I'm not gonna read the rest, but it's basically just a bunch of buzzwords. There's literally 0 correlation between these 3. Or 4 if you include Dylan Klebold. Honestly, I think this reply by itself deserves its own video because Jesus Christ, this is just so retarded. Anyways, I got one more on me, alright? This one is made by Paper Hat Society, who I've made multiple videos on in the past. But basically, in summary, he was a pedophile and zoophile, so, yeah, not a good guy. And you know what's funny about this? He accuses anti-furries of doing the same shit that he did. Oh, and he also, you know, throws in a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with, you know, legality or anything like that, like antisocial behavior. Apparently me being an introvert makes me a fucking Hitler now. Genuinely, dude, I can't with you, dude. You're genuinely stupid. I mean, it genuinely shocks me how me being an introvert makes me comparable to Hitler now. Like, what? And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day now. Thank you for having me on here, Ernie, and, you know, like I said earlier on in the video, I recommend following my Twitter and following my Rumble, so, yeah. I'll be moving to Rumble if you guys want to watch me there. I have around 2 videos up there, Snarkfield video, and one going more into depth on, you know, the AvaCat allegations. So, yeah, thank you for having me on here, Ernie, and, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
So remember how Burbinger was talking about the person named AvaCat? Well, actually, AvaCat's a really bad person, apparently. So, essentially, AvaCat was the first person to actually spread allegations, the fake allegations against my friend Burbinger. And dead ass, this person was genuinely saying that my friend Burb deserved to be doxxed, essentially. And, on one of, AvaCat's posts about how anti-furries are like becoming like UTTP members, I criticized how she was essentially doing what UTTP members would do, essentially endorsing doxing and stuff. And what this person said was absolutely fucking disgusting. She said to go fuck myself sideways. By the way, I am 15. And this person saying that is really fucking disgusting. Not only that, she's such a pussy of a human being, she decided to block me because I criticized her. Like, what absolute fucking pussy to, like, fucking run away from criticism? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit, fucking man up. But wait, this person is the same person who ERP'd with Crimson Fur. Again, Ava, you're a complete fucking degenerate hypocrite. You can't talk about how anti-furries are being YTTP levels when you do the exact same thing by essentially encouraging doxing and overall being a toxic piece of shit. And also, the funniest thing is that the comment she made got deleted by a fucking moderator. How toxic do you have to be fucking essentially fucking moderated by your own fucking team? Holy shit. Also, AvaCat is not beating the degeneracy allegations. Anyways, that's kind of me explaining why AvaCat is probably a big degenerate. Also, probably doesn't help. She's very prominent on the subreddit. So yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the main part of the video.
Alright chat, Ernie let me be in this video, so I'm going to get my point on with the our anti-furry cringe shit. So going straight to the point, as I've said in my videos, our anti-furry cringe has a large amount of hypocrisy. When something serious is called out, they refuse to fact check and view the other side. A good example is the time a user known as Paperette Society, which I've talked about more than once, has spread misinformation saying I was anti-Semitic and transphobic over someone being in my server and getting disrespected. I easily defeated the allegations though, as I had banned that same person, and even had spoke to the trans person about what occurred. I myself don't support things related to LGBTQ as I am a Christ follower, but I still at least try to respect the person as the Bible says to. During the time this post was up, multiple people were saying how I was a bad person, and despite me literally going over the truth with little evidence, my comment was just downvoted as people saw the opportunity to make me look like a bad person. This is why I hate our anti-furry cringe so much, because sometimes even when the information is clearly false, they try to find ways to make innocent people look bad so they can dislike anti-furries more. The bigger plot twist is, I'm not even an anti-furry. I'm not a furry either despite me having anther characters. But still, this is just unacceptable behavior. I myself even made a video on the issues with both furries and anti-furries, so you can't just claim I'm one or the other. It isn't really a fair claim, but that so far is my take on the situation.
Also, I kind of have to say this. Going through r/slash anti-furry cringe was the most miserable experience I've ever experienced. Just seeing the amount of fucking degeneracy kind of just pissed me off a lot. And yes, there's a lot more evidence of them, just straight up fucking faking evidence, and I'm just gonna show it and talk about it right now. Like, here's just evidence of them just straight up admitting to it. Like zoom in here and you literally just see them just doing it outright. He literally says, anti-furries love smearing and misrepresenting us, so let's do the same. Like, dude, you know those are jokes, right? And it also just goes to show that they somehow got so offended by a meme, they had to make some type of counter meme. It's just so fucking sad. Holy shit. Now, I'm gonna blur a lot of this for obvious reasons. And, a buddy of mine named Swaler said that this is fake. Now, I'm not gonna believe that this is real or fake, but there's a decent chance that this is fake, and if it is fake, that just goes to show how fucked up this poster was of imagining this and just thinking about, you know, let's fake a screenshot of a guy with an SS flag and saying this fucked up thing. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, seriously. Also, doesn't help that this poster, this Redditor here, is on Stanley MOV server. And if you don't know who Stanley MOV is, he's just like a reaction YouTuber. And also, another thing is that Stanley MOV is like really fucking weird. Like, a lot of his, like, humor is just porn jokes, and sometimes it can just be outright creepy sometimes. But I think I've done a really well job at establishing that you should not trust the r/anti-furry cringe subreddit for evidence, because clearly they actually do fake evidence. And if you, for some reason, would still believe r/anti-furry cringe for being a trusted source in exposing anti-furries, I'm sorry, you're just fucking stupid. Now, I actually have a second point that isn't that strong, but it's still, like, pretty strong, I would say. And that's with r/anti-furry cringe members just kind of dragging people that aren't even, like, anti-furries and just calling them anti-furries. You usually see this with, like, Ruben Sim and other YouTubers that criticize the furry fandom. It's just overall really fucking cringe, and it just goes to show you that these people probably have the woke mindset. Like, look at this post, for example. It has to be the most retarded post I've ever seen on this subreddit. Like, who's the hypocrite here? The YouTube algorithm? It doesn't even make sense. There's these does this person even know what hypocrite even means? Again, these fucking retards use the exact same buzzwords over and over again, like bigotry or hypocrite. So fucking annoying. Like, again, every single r/anti-furry cringe member will see someone who slightly criticizes the furry fandom and just call them a neo-Nazi anti-furry and call it a day. It's so fucking annoying. They're just like the radical left or woke. They're so fucking annoying. Anyways, guys, I hope you actually enjoyed the video. It took me so long to make this video. It's just been so delayed. It's really annoying. But I really hope you enjoyed. Sorry around the end of the video, the editing kind of went to shit. Sorry about that. I was a little lazy at the end of the video, kind of. So, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but overall, I did put a lot of editing and effort into this video. Also, a lot of the music used in this video is named, and you can look at the description to find the original music, so yeah. Also, my friends' channels are linked in the description so that you can check out their content. Birb doesn't have a YouTube channel because he got banned a lot because of YouTube being a piece of shit, honestly. So instead he uses Rumble. Also, I'm kind of sorry for saying cuss words a lot, especially fuck. I don't know why I love the word fuck so much in this recording. In general, I just really like saying the word fuck for some reason. It's so weird. Eventually, I kind of want to set up donations on my stream, so if you really want to, you can go on my stream and donate. I'll probably have to set up, like, Streamlabs and stuff instead of using OBS, so yeah, that might be really fun. Like, I do have a PayPal account now, so it's actually 100% possible now. Honestly, I'm not sure on what the next video should be about. I'm not sure if I should make a video about Gilder Guy or Stanley MOV. Maybe a second video on Roblox. Or make the dreaded third TF2 video. So, yeah. I'm probably going to make a video about Gilder Guy first, though. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. And, spooky analog horror jump scare.